This is Lamont Ellis, the acquisition manager. Today we have a video. This is really just a tutorial on when I'm preparing, or I shouldn't say preparing, but when we move through the process. For most people don't understand that there's like 18 steps when it comes to being an acquisition manager. So I'm partnered with a lot of disposition companies. So my job is just to bring the properties into the disposition. Sometimes they get them under contract. Sometimes I need to get them under contract and then assign them to the disposition company. But this one, this will be a standard partnership situation where I bring the property to the table, and then the actual buyer, or his name is Steven, the actual buyer, Steven, he'll come in and structure it in a way that he's able to gain some equity and then a assignment fee from it. So that's how I get paid. We get paid through assignment fees, through joint venture fees, through partnership fees. It just depends on how we go about bringing the deal and what we negotiate. So this is a property. It's a multifamily. Multifamily. It's a townhouse. It says multifamily right there, but it's a townhouse property where both sides of this property, people can rent it out. Right here, it says they're getting anywhere from 100. Here's the days on market, 225 days to 200 seconds. So this is what I sent to Steve, and this is what the agent asked for. Again, these were things that I honestly couldn't tell him because I'm not the actual buyer. I am the acquisition manager, and that was something I stated in the previous phone call. So the agent is ready to move forward. Once we clarify a few points, it wants to confirm the seller's ownership percentage in the LLC, and then they may be open to switching from an LLC to a trust if needed. Again, these were things that I honestly couldn't tell him because I'm not the actual buyer. I am the acquisition manager, and that was something I stated in the previous phone call. So the agent is ready to move forward. Once we clarify a few points, it wants to confirm the seller's ownership percentage in the LLC, and then they may be open to switching from an LLC to a trust if needed. He also wanted to go over the terms again and get clarified on how the instrument works depending on whether we use the LLC or the trust. Let me know when you're free to discuss so I can relay something back to them. So we're going to take that out. I'm glad I went over this. So this is the appointment we had scheduled for Steven Monday at 12:40. So usually when I send stuff over, I try to be prepared. So I'm not looking around. I'm not looking like a rookie. I've been doing this for a minute, and usually you want to be prepared. You want to have everything there. So we got the two structures that we put together. We gave him one offer and then another offer, and then income and expenses. So what we do, this is the first offer we put together. That's the first offer. Here's the second. He wanted an offer. So the offer that had 50% down. That's normal. Again, this is what I always say. A lot of these individuals, always say a lot of these individuals, if you catch me on a good day, I tell you immediately they greedy, because that's the hurdle. That's the biggest hurdle that I face when putting to be honest with you. It's like a tug of war. It's like on one side the seller wants the most, and on the other side the buyer wants the most. So I'm coming in. My job is to structure a deal where it's fair on both sides. Usually, either or, both parties want to win. So my job is to come in and structure something where it's beneficial to both. This particular deal, so this is how I structured it. So he's getting 50% down with a interest rate of 5%. His cash flow is $570 per month. Our cash flow is $1,224 per month. That gives us a 7.53 interest rate on cash on cash. Now, me as a business person, that cash on cash, realistically, we're looking for something that's projecting 29% or higher. But again, this is a situation where it'd be beneficial. Now, when it comes to the actual assignment fee, so you have a projection of what you feel like you can make. So we have the assignment fee at 10K. But if it doesn't, if there's room to increase the assignment fee, we can increase it. So I left it at 10K because I wanted to see what Steven thought as we were talking on the phone. I can't directly put it in there, and then it might be something less along. Hold on. Gosh. What?
Seller finance is available.
That changes things. Send me everything that you can, the address.
Well, I'm waiting for him to send me what he's sending me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just one address; it's in multiple states. That's why I'm trying to get him to tell me what every state it's in.
That's fine.
I'm trying to get everything.
Yeah, Steven.
If I can get the states, if I can just get the states, like I said, it's not gonna be because, like I said, it's in multiple states.
Yeah, that's fine. So Steven would definitely like to take a look at that. Send it to him.
So yeah, the seller finance is available. Dude, I'm about to get back, please. I say, oh hell
yes, yeah. That changes things. Now what it boils down to is finding something that negotiates as far as something that makes sense. Remember, we can't get too attached to deals, though. We can't get too attached. We can't get too.
Dude, that's the first one I found at seller finance, so I got happy, dog.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. Yeah, just keep moving. I'm doing something right now.
I had to call you on the oil field. I know you did, but I had to say something about that one.
Yeah, that changes the game, man. That definitely does. What I want you to do is get you a CRM and put that in your CRM. You got to make sure you keep up with everything. It's so many things that I'm trying to teach them, what to get, and it's a lot to do. It like wholesaling real estate. You can make a lot of money, but it's a lot to do. It's really a lot to do. See, for me, I went through these phases, which is why I survived every single year. I was adapting and growing. For me, I refused to fail. They say when failing, they say the only way to fail is to either never start or stop, period. I'm not saying, oh, I don't want to do it. I might skip today. That's not failing, because if you come back, bro, you didn't give up. I'm talking about you stop and never do it again, or those who never try it, those who never figure it out. That's what I'm talking to. But this is the calculation. So we have it at 10K. We may change that from 10K to go a little higher. Realistically, you want to see if it makes sense. Let's see. So yeah, that's the calculations. So when it comes to sending these acquisition companies this information, each of them have their own process of how they want to receive stuff. Shout out to Rich. I call him Rich, but his real name is Richard. Richard Taylor. Hold My Hand Wholesale. Shout out to them. They have a good organization where everything is automated. It's more. I look at it like a community, like a school in a sense. They have a lot of stuff that you could tap into realistically that you can get out and start wholesaling. I will say with their community, you have to be open minded as far as reaching out to putting yourself out there to figure it out. Give you nicknames like Flip Man, nickname is Flip. Flip. Thank you, Flip. Like I just be giving people nicknames. It's an easy way for me to remember for you to stick in my head. But this is the organization. They always have schools, lives. Look, somebody's active right now, and this is it's the 28th, the day before. Excuse me, the day after Thanksgiving. People active, people learning, training, getting ahead. This is like a community, a school. Disposition announcement. But it's like a community or a school. You can spend a lot of time in here. People be in the Discord, be chatting to each other. For me, I mainly use a lot of that stuff for resources, help, networking sometimes, if I feel like being out there. But I'm really like, I'm about my money. You feel me? So I'm about putting putting the play together. I'm about trying to bring people to the table, network. I need to know what you do, what I do, how we can help each other. It's not just strictly a transaction situation, but it's more of a relationship as far as what we can get out of each other in a good way. How I can help you and how you can help me. You might have an opportunity to something totally different that I might not even be interested in. And then, this could be a good beneficial thing for a long term relationship also. So this is something I send to him. We would need to come up with a better this is normally what I put. Um I might put this. Normally what I do, I leave it like that and just send it to him. Well, this is what we gonna do though. So I'm gonna set it for Monday at 8 o'clock. Oh, that's not Monday. December 1st. Yeah, there you go. It was just right there. December 1st. The good thing is, man, we got all type of stuff. We gonna be our goal, and we already hitting our goal. But is December 1st. We want to have properties under contract. Moving. Appointment at 12, so I'm gonna do 12. Cause our appointment is at 12 p.m. So it'll be scheduled for 12 p.m. So this is the stuff Dylan Martin just sent me. He sent me a few things. Mm-mm. So we're gonna see if we can put something together. I'm gonna do another video on this. This video getting long. Do another video on this. So these are some more referrals. We got a bunch of referrals. Again, when you got people out there hungry, they hustling.